Information obtained from the official website of National Museum. The museum provides various artifacts or. Good afternoon, dear audience. On this occasion, we will present the result of our research with the title Usability Analysis and UI/UX Improvement of Museum National Website using Heuristic Evaluation Methodology. This research was conducted at Bina Nusantara University by a team consisting of members Rian, May, myself, Pratiwi, and Rizal. So, the main topic of discussion in this presentation include the background, methodology, result and discussion, and the references used in this research. The advancement in technology usage necessitates the implementation of a good usability UI/UX in a system or website to facilitate interactions with users. Based on information obtained from the official website of National Museum, the museum provides various artifacts or historical objects in Indonesia that can be used for educational purposes and tourism for all groups, including school children, students, and the general public. The National Museum needs to publicize everything related to the museum, such as publications, events, and updates on their artifacts. The website serves as the medium for this purpose. This website is used to promote art, culture, and history to the public. Given the significant role of this museum for all groups, the presence of this website should make it easy for users to access information related to the National Museum. Good usability and UI/UX will greatly assist users in interacting with the website. In short, the researcher found that this website doesn't meet the criteria for good usability and UI/UX. Thus, significant improvements are needed. These findings will be explained in the following section. So, the following is the categorization of problem statement as UI/UX issues identified after the researchers conducted a study with 100 respondents of the National Museum website users, such as unclear hierarchy and information structure. They presented information like understandable language and or terms. Users encounter difficulties in gathering information. Call to action or CTA is unclear and not easily understandable. And the last is imbalance in UI structure and design, lacking a minimalist approach, inconsistency, and monotony. In this research, the researchers utilized the System Usability Scale or SUS method to gather problem statements and receive feedback from users regarding the UI/UX of the current National Museum website. Subsequently, an assessment of the website UI/UX was conducted by involving experts to provide severity ratings for all heuristic principles in UI/UX. This heuristic evaluation was performed before any improvements were made to identify UI/UX points requiring enhancement. After the improvements were implemented, it's ensured that the changes were significant and provided better value to the customers.
Now, we will discuss the results and discussion of the research that has been done. In this study, the population used to determine the number of samples is the total formal and informal workers in DKI Jakarta, which is 4,875,102 people. The number of samples for survey purposes is determined using the Slovene formula with a margin of error is 10%. Based on the results of calculations using the Slovene formula, the number of samples that must be met is 100 people. The method used in measuring the usability of the National Museum website is a system usability scale with a Likert measurement scale. The Likert scale is rated from 1 to 5, ranging from strongly disagree, undecided, agree, and strongly agree for each statement obtained based on survey results from 100 respondents. After all the assessments data is obtained, the next step is to calculate the score using the system usability scale formula, which can be seen in the following slide. So that the average number of scores based on the usability assessment of the National Museum website is 44. Based on the score scale set by John Brooke, which can be seen in the figure, it can be concluded that the National Museum website is non-acceptable or doesn't have good usability to use. In this study, the method that we used is heuristic evaluation. Heuristic evaluation is a process where experts use rules of thumb to measure the usability of user interface to find problems and solutions to these problems. In this study, the experts involved amount to 5 people. They conducted an assessment based on the 10 principles of heuristic evaluation. The assessments made by the 5 experts can be seen in the presentation slides. The principles contained in the assessments table are H1 is feasibility of system status, H2 match between system and the real world, H3 user control and freedom, H4 consistency and standards, H5 error prevention, H6 recognition rather than recall, H7 flexibility and efficiency of use, H8 aesthetic and minimalist design, H9 help users recognize, diagnose and recovers users, and H10 help and documentation. And from the severity ratings, we can conclude that the issues that need to be fixed, which are sorted based on the level of urgency of improvement, are H7, H8, H10, H6, H3, H2, H4, and H1.
So right now we move to result and discussion regarding the design solution, section D. So actually after conducting an analysis using the heuristic evaluation method assisted by UI UX experts, we obtain severity ratings that serve as a basis for the next stage, like creating design solution or recommendation as a feedback from the less favorable severity ratings. So with the assistance of tools or application like Figma, we develop UI UX design in accordance with comments and notes from experts. As an example of the result from heuristic evaluations, common issues were identified on several pages on the National Museum website, such as the homepage, the publication, the news, and the collections. As you can see, so in the image below, you can see the outcome of the design implementation incorporating the points by highlighting from the expert. And then the last one is result and discussion in section E, heuristic evaluation result after enhancement. So after creating the design prototype that I already explained before, we conducted another heuristic evaluation with the aim of the assessing whether the usability had improved or not. So based on the data obtained, as we can see in the table, it can be conclude the enhanced UI UX meet the standards of good UI UX, as all the UI UX assessment components have average severity values below 1, as you can see in the table below. So actually a severity ratings of 1 indicates that the UI UX is good, but only cosmetic issues that do not negatively impact the user experience. And then the conclusion. So in conclusion, we have several key points that we can see. So first, based on the conducted research using SUS, the usability score of the Museum Nasional website is 44, which is indicating poor usability. And then so that score was confirmed through a heuristic evaluation, revealing UI UX problem at 87, 8, H10, H6, H3, H2, H4, and H1 of the heuristic evaluation principle. So, these issues were prioritized based on severity, with the highest severity number indicating the most urgent need for the UI UX improvement. And then after the improvement, severity rating demonstrate the successful execution of UI UX enhancement, with the final severity for each principle now less than 1. And then additionally, to enhance our satisfaction in the future with the National Museum website, we think it is necessary to make cosmetic improvement to the design prototype for better result. And then the last agenda regarding the reference. So we have so many reference, and here are the reference we use in this research. So that's it for our explanation. Thank you for your attention, your time.